everyone, Adam here, and welcome to Horror Down Under. This is a series where I review Australian horror films, and today's film is Turkish Shoot, also known as Escape 2000, and also known in the UK as Blood Camp Thatcher. And this stars Steve Railsback, Olivia Hussey, Michael Craig, Noel Ferrier, Carmen Duncan, Roger Ward, and Linda Stoner. And this was directed by Brian Trenchard Smith, who's I guess you kind of call a specialist in these type of movies, well known for his Ozploitation films. And the year of release was 1982. So set in the near future, this tells the story of so-called social deviants who are taken to mass prison camps, what they call re-education and behaviour modification. And in the plot, we meet three new prisoners. Chris Walters, who's a shopkeeper who was accused of helping a rebel. Rita Daniels, who was suspected of being a prostitute. And Paul Anders, a political dissident, who has escaped from several other camps as well. And of course, prisoners have to deal with sadistic guards, especially Rita, played by Roger Ward, who you probably most know from Mad Max, who was Fifi in that. And the warden, whose name is Charles Thatcher. Obviously this was released when Margaret Thatcher was in power. Of course he's a tyrannical warden, because I think they always are in movies, but hey, whatever works. But every year Thatcher has what he calls a Turkish Shoot, where he selects a group of prisoners to be hunted by some of his VIPs. And of course the hunt involves Paul, Chris and Rita. But of course prisoners have no weapons and have to use their wits to survive. Each participant has one person who's supposed to be hunting after them. Yeah, so that's the basic outline of the plot. I will say I wouldn't really call this a horror film. I know this is Horror Down Under, but I'd call it more a sci-fi action. And for something that's a pretty low budget film, they pretty much got their money's worth. I don't think I'm ruining it by saying it is fun watching some of the bad guys get their comeuppance, because they're really nasty. I mean, like I said, Roger Ward makes for an imposing sadistic guard. And I will say it does have a pretty interesting cast, you know, a mix of American, English, Australian actors. So it's kind of an eclectic cast. As for the acting, it's okay. It's actually not too bad, really. Sometimes it's a bit over the top, but it kind of goes with this type of film. I will say this, though, the action scenes are staged pretty well. And yeah, there is a hint of satire in this. Yeah, and some of the themes seem kind of relevant today, actually. So this was a first time watch for me, and I did like it. It's a little strange in some places, but a kind of fun action sci-fi romp. Yeah, so let us know, have you seen Turkish Shoot? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.